Hey everyone, welcome in on this Friday night, catching up with Mark Jones as we look ahead to the 2 days of harness racing action over the course of the weekend. Timaru on Saturday and then off to the Mott on Sunday, where we've got runners engaged at both meetings. Before we look at them, Mark, thought we could do a catch up on a couple of the stable stars. Majestic Lavros, has he come through Cup Week and obviously the Dominion, and what's he up to at the moment?
Yeah, he's seemed good. He's probably tired like all the trotters in the Dominion after that, and he's headed to the paddock for a break. It's just been one of those years where he had a lot of trouble with his feet and issues right the way through. So it's good to get him to the paddock and start fresh. He comes back in a low grade, so you probably won't see him for a few months, but hopefully we can get him back to his best.
Obviously, Stylish Memphis was at the Ashburton Trials earlier in the week, run second to a pretty smart one in Sweet Bell for Jared O'Reilly. I see they dashed over a pretty quick last half, so she looks like she's come up pretty well after a bit of time off. What's the plans with her?
Yeah, I seem a lot happier with her. She'll Ricky was pretty happy the way she trialled. She just had a quiet one, so found the line good. She'll head to Addington next week. Hopefully the Mayor's race gets off the ground, and then she'll head to Auckland December the 10th. Onto the Queen of Hearts December 17th, and then she'll probably just head to Australia back to Jack Trainer and race in Sydney for the Ladyship Mile.
Beautiful. So we'll look forward to seeing her on the track next week. We'll have a look at racing over the weekend. Kick off tomorrow at Timaru. Was to be two runners in race number 3, but Southern Storms come out, leaving you with Celsi Bill Blair in the bike. Come up at $3.20 favourite. How do you assess the chances there?
Yeah, he's probably a surprise favourite in that race. Drawing the back row over 2,000 metres is always hard. You need a bit of luck and a couple of form runners off the front. So he seems good. He's come through, had no luck Cup day drawing the outside of the gate, and he still found the line okay. So if he gets a wee bit of luck, he's a definite chance, but probably a surprise favourite to be fair. And Southern Storm, he's just been sold, so he's off to Aussie.
Nice. Race 6, Kofi Sundown returns for the barn. No workouts, no trials, going in fresh.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a believer that you might as well go to the races, get paid instead of going to trials that cost you money. So his work's good, he seems good, he looks good, and he's probably trying the best he has. So he's one that'll take big improvement, but he's probably an upset place chance in that.
Yeah, looking at the field, it didn't look like it was an overly, well, I shouldn't say overly strong, but it's a pretty even field. So if he happened to do everything right and was near enough turning for home, you would expect him to be running on strong.
Yeah, it's probably quite a good race for him. You would like a trial or two, but his heart rate's good and work, and when he's right, he does go all right, and he's trotting probably the best he has. And Sunday he's kind of racing a lot stronger fields, and he drops back in grade a fair bit. So it wouldn't surprise you to see him go a pretty good race.
Third of the stable runners down at Far Lap tomorrow comes up in race 7, Harania. Now, not many horses that run third to Romeo Shard at their last start to go out paying 15s at their next attempt, especially at Timaru, but that's the fate we are faced with tomorrow, with Casino Action in the race at $1.40. Probably fair to say we can't beat Casino Action, but definitely a chance of running top 3.
Yeah, I think he can run top 3 like Casino Action. Something's got to go wrong for him to get beaten that. He runs 4th in the size stakes and gets in the lowest grade race of the day. So he looks a rating special and a moral. So if we get a good run close to the pace, we're pretty frustrated we didn't get a start over Cup Week, and he ran 3rd last start and couldn't get a start. So he probably will need the run, but in saying that, he's a nice enough horse and he's a definite place chance.
Question for you, Mark, just thinking further along those lines with horses getting starts. It's been quite noticeable in the last month that a lot of your horses have ended up having to race each other. Are we carding enough for particularly the maidens at the moment? Are we looking after them well enough?
I don't think so. I think the programming's a major issue, especially in Canterbury. I'll probably, like a lot of the main trainers have a lot of 2-year-old maidens, and all my 2-year-old maidens have one option this week. That's all they could go to. So they shouldn't be discriminated against age and that, and they should just be open noms, and you nominate and they just pick on. If they get new points, they've got to split them on points, and it's not a grade system. So there's a few changes in handicapping that looks like it may make a good difference in that. But I think the program is a major issue in Canterbury.
We'll go to the Mott on Sunday. 3 runners in there. First of them comes up in race number 2, Major Wilson. Sam jumps back in the bike. Really good run by him, I thought, midweek at Rangiora. Actually charged towards the line, which he probably hadn't been doing in his first couple of starts back, so he must have been happy with that.
Yeah, a lot happy. He's a horse that we kind of thought enough of early on, and he's had a lot of issues. He's had a couple of wind operations, so he's just got to be driven quiet and one go at them, and he gets home all right, but he'll probably never be the horse that he should have been. But he gets in the right race at Motukarara. He's freshened up since the other day, and if he gets the right run, he's a each way chance again.
Ko-Fi Shadow goes around in race number 5. She hasn't had the greatest amount of luck in the last month or so, but we do know she goes well at the Mott and handles the grass pretty well, so that's a big tick in her camp.
Yeah, her last 2 runs have been super, and she's pretty unlucky last week, but hard drawing the second row over the stand because she's a good beginner. But the way she's racing, grass track form's good. She's probably our best chance of the weekend.
And Songbird, the third of the chances, goes around in race number 8. Another that falls into a race that does look like a race where if the real Songbird was going to turn up, could be a factor.
Yeah, we just don't know where the right Songbird is. She's been disappointing, but she seems better this week. We changed a few things, and she's going to get the right run from 2 the back row probably suits her, and she's got a bit of speed saved up, and her grass track form's probably better than the all weather, so she gets in a race where she should be competitive.
Fair to say from your comments so far that you're thinking Ko-Fi Shadow might be the best of the stable's chances over the 2 days?
Yeah, definitely. She's racing good in the grass and standing start, and she just needs a wee bit of luck, and she'll be in the winner's circle pretty quick, I'd say.
Beauty. That wraps up the racing weekend for Mark Jones Racing. We'll catch up next week ahead of Stylish Memphis returning to the track. Thanks for taking the time out to have a chat, Mark, and we'll catch up next week.
Yeah, all good. Thanks very much.